Hi, my name is Paul Arriola. I'm a professor of biology at Elmhurst University, where I've also served as department chair and associate dean of the faculty. The purpose of this video is to provide a brief introduction into the diversity, equity, and inclusion components of the materials that are part of an ambassador workshop. Pulse takes DEI quite seriously, so much so that we have developed a separate set of rubrics that departments can use to assess their progression on these particular topics. We've also taken this DEI content and interwoven it into all of the module content. So when we're talking about teamwork and facilitated leadership as key elements of departments working together towards developing common visions and action plans, we work to ensure that diversity issues of equity and inclusivity are considered along the way. It is difficult to overstate the significance of this particular content, particularly in the climate that we all live in today. One of the things that we would ask is that you consider diversity, inclusivity, equity with very specific intention. The modules guide us through conversations that force us to consider these issues from the perspectives of the other. I'll tell you that from my personal experience, they've been quite powerful. My department was one of those that tested the rubrics for DEI as they were being developed. They prompted some very frank and enlightening conversations in my department. As somebody who was from a traditionally excluded group, I'm Mexican American, I found myself in this discussion saying things to my colleagues that I had been feeling for 25 years that I'd never actually said out loud. And they were commenting back in a manner that they had no idea that I felt this way. And nobody was doing anything intentional. We were simply doing business as usual. This has led to dramatic sort of refocus of some of our effort, particularly towards the students that are coming from traditionally excluded groups, and us making a specific effort to ensure that those students that come into our department are graduating from our program. And the DEI rubrics have enabled us to sort of think about the entire program and where are the places in which we have been succeeding and some of the places where we've been falling short and need to develop a specific intervention. The workshops start departments on this process, and the great hope is that the toolkit that we leave with you will continue to engage you in the conversation and ultimately help you move this needle and ensuring that not only does your student body reflect the population from which it's drawn, that everybody coming into the department has the exact same opportunities, even if they don't necessarily understand what the rules to the game are. And then also that they graduate feeling like this was my place. I was a part of this group. That's the inclusive component. One of our colleagues gave me a great quote. Said, "Diversity is being invited to the party, but inclusivity is being asked to dance, and equity ultimately is actually being asked what song should be played." This is sort of a simple metaphor, but one that I think that we can all apply to our departments, because this is the world in which we live, and we're asking people who have traditionally been excluded to be part of that world, which means we have to be intentional about the results of that invitation. And it is our hope that the material that has been included in our modules will facilitate steps in a positive direction that can lead to the outcomes that we all hope to achieve in our departments, in biology as a whole, and as being part of the higher ed community. Thank you.